I would now like to invite Professor CARLA BLUHM. She is the inaugural president of the International Society on Facial Expression of Emotion and is the chairperson of the Scientific Committee of the World Congress on Facial Expression of Emotion. Please help me welcome Dr. CARLA BLUHM.
To Vice Rector Trigo, to the Mayor of Gondomar, the Deputy Mayor of Gondomar, and for supporting our Congress. I'd like to thank the staff at Fernando, University of Fernando, Pessoa, who work behind the scenes. And if you've ever organized anything, you know that there are so many people who have to contribute. So I just wanted to bring them into the spirit of today. Especially thanking, of course, Professor FM, who brought me aboard in his virtual caravel of a course that I was invited to participate in, and brought together international instructors where we got to participate at the University of Fernando Pessoa as adjunct instructors, and it was a remarkable experience. I think an innovative and pioneering course, and to be supported by a university in this way is remarkable because I haven't really seen any other courses that have been able to do that, at least in the United States. I want to thank Mark Davis. Mark Davis, FM, and I probably have thousands and thousands of emails, communicating on a daily basis for about 9 months to a year, trying to make this event come together, and we learned to work together internationally and as colleagues and as friends, and it was been a very moving and remarkable experience for me personally. Professor FM from the start has never let go of his vision for this conference. He has a remarkable way to see what could be and find out a way to make it occur, bringing together, and it is a remarkable event in many ways, but certainly great minds are here today for us. Great voices, there's always great food, as you know, because you're in Porto. Great ideas, and his vision to harmonize it all together emotionally. Today you will participate in and create this vision together, and we will make it happen. And lying in front of you is this remarkable Congress where we will, Congress is funny, you know, you bring together as chair of scientific committee asking people to come together and to join us, but it really happens here. It's the harmonics of everybody together that makes it a beautiful experience. And in this building, this remarkable hospital, it will echo the great building it resembles. I think you may know a building I'm talking to in the United States that this atrium at least resembles to me, where we make me think of curating our conversations together today on the subject of faces, emotions, facial expression of emotion. I work closely with the keynote speakers, who I'm extremely grateful to for responding to my requests and our request to come today. And I feel it's very moving when somebody says yes, and as everybody does, you have this layering of a great event coming together. The time of everybody to come, to take the time to be jet lagged, to travel, and the effort it takes to go anywhere. Thank you for being here. You are all so impressive and distinguished, and we look forward to you very much. I cannot think of a more select group, really, and this is honest. Certainly Carmen, as Professor FM has mentioned, being here, to many world experts regarding facial expression of emotion, and thank you very much. I don't talk too much about it, but I am Portuguese myself. We say Manny Pacheco, I'm sorry, but Manuel Pacheco, right? Okay. And he took me and my grandmother when I was 8 years old to Lisbon. And we toured Lisbon and the Algarve, and we stopped at every single beach or dock that had any fishing boats in it, and we would get out and we would talk with each fisherman on the beach. And these boats, or caravels, as Professor FM calls them in his Portuguese style, became my personal link between Portugal as a country and myself personally, connecting this beautiful place and culture for me. As Professor FM mentioned, the Portuguese are very great explorers and visited all other faces, and he made me think about this, about Portuguese, not just discovering lands, we always call it lands, but you're discovering new faces as you travel across oceans. Sometimes it works the other way, and we seek places that call back to us to visit and work and develop new professional and personal relationships. My parents had never been to Portugal, but they went to the Azores just 2 weeks ago. And there they found some cousins, as things turn out. Found some cousins, yes. And they met up with them, and oddly, and you know how the world works, but oddly this cousin told my mother that he knew of this conference in the Azores. And he actually was thinking of attending the conference. No idea I existed till 2 weeks ago. And that actually my cousin's area of expertise is on facial recognition. So there's nothing to say except using a beautiful quote from Pessoa to help us get through that moment. Fernando Pessoa kind of led me here originally. My friend Kevin Mobbs and I were kind of reading Pessoa a couple of years ago before FM and I made contact. And I was very deeply reading Book of Disquiet. And thinking about it a lot and talking about it a lot. So in a funny way, Pessoa sort of in his metaphysical way pulled me in initially and prepared me for these experiences here. Pessoa's quote from the Book of Disquiet I chose today is, "Everything that happens where we live happens in us. Everything that ceases in what we see ceases in us. Everything that has been, if we saw it when it was taken from when it went away." Taken from us when it went away. Which makes me think of the topic of today of reflections. We are our own reflections without looking in mirrors. We are our own reflections even when we turn away from a mirror. And that we today, the people here today making this Congress, we all return to something. Whether it's our culture, or whether it's our language, or our reflections of ourselves. And it's through our own reflections that beckons us to explore and to ponder and share today to discuss faces in emotion. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic time. Take our caravels of knowledge into these rooms and into our conversations and enjoy everything here. Thank you.